You want a car that loses value quickly? Go get yourself a Range Rover. You want one that holds its value exceptionally well? Toyota's for you. The top 10 vehicles that hold their value the best and the worst coming in hot. Back on CarEdge.com, we have car rankings for vehicle value, Dad, and we break it down by popular and luxury vehicles. The top 10 vehicles that hold their value the worst in the luxury category. The worst vehicle in terms of its value, the Land Rover Range Rover, Dad. It comes in last. Then the BMW 7 Series, Tesla Model X, Audi A8, Maserati Levante, Infiniti QX80, Maserati Ghibli, Porsche Panamera, Jaguar F-Type, Audi Q7, and the BMW 8 Series. What do you notice in the top 10 worst luxury vehicles in terms of holding their value?
It's either British or German. But, Infiniti did slip one in there. I'm not quite sure how they managed that, but they did. They are one of the worst depreciating brands in that particular model out there.
And there's the Tesla Model X there. We know Teslas have been depreciating very rapidly in the Model X especially. So I want to put you on the spot, Pops. What do you think the 5-year cost of ownership is for the worst value vehicle on here? Again, that would be the 2024 Land Rover Range Rover. What do you think the 5-year cost of ownership is? And that includes depreciation, insurance costs, fuel costs, interest costs, and maintenance and repairs.
$100,000+.
$155,447. Number 10 on the list was the BMW 8 Series. What do you think that costs over the course of 5 years?
$125,000.
Bingo, man. $128,750,000. If you are going to buy one of these vehicles new, know what you are getting into. 6 figures worth of cost of ownership in those first 5 years. Wow.
So the one thing we can take from this is that if you buy those brands, you have proven you have more money than brains, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't mind wasting it.
Evidently so. Dad, let's look now at the worst value in terms of more popular vehicles, so not luxury vehicles. The worst value for a new vehicle right now in the market is a Chevy Bolt EV, followed by the Nissan Leaf. So starting off hot with 2 electric vehicles, which we know just depreciate exceptionally fast in today's market. Then the Nissan Armada, the Nissan badged equivalent of that Infiniti on the other list, the Ford Expedition, GMC Yukon XL, Jeep Grand Cherokee, Hyundai Kona EV, Buick Enclave, Nissan Titan, Chrysler Pacifica, and then the Chrysler Voyager. Are they even still making the new Chrysler Voyager? I think it's now the Pacifica, but there you go. Those are your top 10 worst in terms of holding their value vehicles in the more popular category, non-luxury vehicles.
So what was number 1 on the list?
The Bolt EV.
How much does that cost?
That Bolt EV is going to run you more than $50,000 to own over 5 years. All of these vehicles are going to cost you well over $50,000 to own over those first 5 years.
And wasn't the Bolt about a $30,000 vehicle? Okay, that sounds like a veritable bargain right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Now let's talk about the vehicles that have the best value. And before we do a little bit about methodology for these value rankings, we do take into consideration back on CarEdge.com those 5 categories of cost of ownership. And again, those 5 areas of cost of ownership are depreciation. So how much value is the actual vehicle going to lose? As estimated insurance cost, you can see, Dad, for pretty much every make and model what the estimated insurance cost is based on your age and your credit history back on CarEdge.com. Estimated fuel expense, interest expense, and maintenance and repair costs. So all of that is available for free back on CarEdge.com. Go to CarEdge.com/research. Now, for luxury vehicles, the top 10 that hold their value the best, we've got the Lexus ES350, Lexus RX 350, Lexus ES 300H, the Lexus GS 350, the Lexus NX 300, the Lexus LX 570, the Lexus, oh man, it's hurting my mouth to keep saying Lexus IS 350, Acura sneaking in there with the RDX, then the Lexus RCF, and the Lexus RX 450H. All right, put you on the spot, Dad. What trends are you noticing here?
Acura has one brand that fits in the top 10, and then all the rest seems to be Lexus products.
What do you think, Dad? That number 1 in terms of value ranking luxury vehicle in the United States right now, the 2024 Lexus ES350. What do you think the 5-year cost of ownership is?
$73,000.
It's significantly lower than that. And again, bear in mind the highest cost of ownership we have is that Land Rover at $150,000+. I'll give you one more guess.
$52,000?
$52,232.
Wow. Wow. I mean, then why would you ever buy a Land Rover?
Seriously, man, $100,000 less expensive over the first 5 years of ownership. The RX 450H, that's going to cost you $68,000, $69,000 over those first 5 years. Still a proverbial bargain relative to its peers. Now, when we talk about the popular categories, there's another theme here that'll become apparent quickly. The vehicle that holds its value the best, in the popular category would be the Toyota RAV4, the Subaru Impreza at number 2, Toyota Tacoma at number 3, Honda HR-V at 4, Toyota Yaris number 5, and then 6 through 10 are the Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry Hybrid, Toyota CHR, Subaru Crosstrek, and the Toyota Avalon Hybrid. I could keep going down, and the list continues to have more Toyotas. Another theme that you're noticing?
Well, its cousin of the Lexus is Toyota, and my goodness gracious, if you're looking for the least cost of ownership, whether it be in a popular brand or a luxury brand, then you need specifically to be looking at Toyota, Lexus in most cases. There's a couple non-Toyotas in there, the Subaru Impreza, the Subaru Crosstrek. I think there might have been one other, I forget, the HR-V maybe. It's just crazy how Toyota really dominates that category.
And I will mention, Dad, the Avalon, its last model year was 2022, so shame on us for including it on this list, but it's still a proverbial bargain. And if there is one sitting out there, even as a used vehicle, it's something you should consider. That RAV4, Dad, 5-year cost of ownership, $36,000. So significantly lower than any other vehicle we've looked at thus far.
Oh my goodness gracious. It's this type of information at your fingertips that really allows you to make an intelligent financial decision when it comes to deciding which type of vehicle you should purchase.
Yeah, this is the type of information everyone should be looking at. Whether you use CarEdge.com or if you can find it somewhere else, look at this information, because those vehicles that depreciate quickly, cost a lot in insurance, those all are going to have a real impact and ramifications, financial ramifications, especially, Dad, as we know, nearly 1 in 3 consumers right now is upside down, has negative equity on their auto loan. So you don't want to be in that situation, plus having thrown all this money at a car that needs repairs and maintenance, et cetera, et cetera. Do your research beforehand. Obviously, we're here to try and help. And now, you know the status of 40 different vehicles out there. So that's good information in about 5 minutes. That's pretty damn good.
Not bad at all. And there's more of that information right there at CarEdge. CarEdge Concierge, the revolutionary way to buy your next car. You tell us what you want, and our team of experienced concierges goes to work on your behalf. They source the vehicle, negotiate the price, and make arrangements to have it delivered to you directly. Never set foot in a car dealership again. CarEdge.com/concierge to learn more about how you have the power to save both your time and money. Let the car buying revolution begin at CarEdge.